What it do? Welcome to the J-Boy Sports Podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe to the content if you like it. Even if you don't love it, you can still do those things because you can help a brother out. And let me tell you, I would definitely help you out. So please help me out. Also, make sure you comment because I love to have conversations in the comment section. I love to reply. Ball is life. And make sure you hit that notifications bell so that you don't miss any of our new videos. With that said, welcome to part 2 of I'm a Laker fan, but I'm not. All right? And this time, we're going to listen to an excerpt from Bud Crawford. And if you did not listen to the first video, please make sure you listen to the first video. We'll have it linked at the end of this video as a suggested video that you can check out. And just to give you a quick synopsis of that, essentially, this is a series based on Laker fans like myself that are really trying to separate ourselves from LeBron and his cult following, right? There are a lot of fake Laker fans out here right now that look down on regular Laker fans because we care about the team and not one guy. You understand? That's part of it. And the other part of it is we don't want LeBron here. We never really wanted LeBron here. Maybe at times we've tried to acquiesce. We've tried to play nice. We've tried to be good soldier. But at the end of the day, his time is up and we really want him gone. And he won't be because he's arrogant and he's a narcissist. And he's going to stay around. He doesn't care what I think or what anybody else thinks. He doesn't read the room. Anytime he talks or he speaks, he talks like that of somebody that just doesn't care. If you listen to Rich Paul talk, same thing. They're going to put out their narratives. They don't care how you feel about it. They don't give a freak how you feel about it. They don't. So I understand that. But that doesn't mean I can't say something about it. And hopefully, eventually, one day, he will be gone. And we can go back and document this as something that, I said or other people have said. But for the most part, it's good to know I'm not the only person. I'm not the only regular fan that feels that way. And then there's super fans, right? Mace was one of them. And his big thing was he doesn't like being a Laker fan right now. And he can't really be the full Laker fan that he wants to be until LeBron's gone because there's so many fake Laker fans. And I feel the exact same way. That's one of the things that drives me nuts. Instead of holding LeBron accountable for playing more defense or whatever else he needs to do, for closing out games and not losing to the Nuggets 2 years in a row to the tune of 8-1, when you start saying stuff like that, the LeBron James fans get upset. The zealots get upset. They start telling you how bad the Lakers were before he got there and blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I don't care. And then they start telling you, oh, they didn't have a center. Luka's out of shape. AD's always hurt. So when is it ever LeBron's fault? But because they love LeBron more than they love the Lakers and more than they love themselves, it can't be his fault. It's everybody else's fault. And at the end of the day, that's not how we see it. We learned from Kobe. Kobe didn't make excuses. Kobe didn't cry like that. Kobe didn't make a habit of throwing every single person under the bus. And were there times where he did a little bit? Yeah. But there's also no passive-aggressive behavior with Kobe. He didn't have Rich Paul out there spreading a message so he didn't have to come from his mouth so he didn't look bad. Even though we know you're all in cahoots and you all look bad. Kobe wasn't out here trading people behind their backs and stuff like that. Kobe loved Powell. But at the end of the day, when the Lakers were trying to trade Powell, and eventually they did, he made sure to spread the message of this guy, I don't win a championship. None of us has more championships without Powell. So he always gave Powell his respect. To the point where even people like me as a fan, at times, I love Pau Gasol, but I just felt like he needed to go at times because he just didn't play with the same effort and zeal. And I thought at times he just wasn't playing hard enough. He wasn't tough enough. And that's just me as a fan. But I do love Powell. I still have love for Powell. You know what I mean? But there's times where I didn't like it. But Kobe literally went on there, would go on TV and say straight up, if you appreciate the championships that we got post Shaq, then you need to put some respect on Powell's name. And I got to tell you, that used to piss me off. I used to be like, come on, Kobe, you didn't see him get punked out of that rebound or whatever. Kobe didn't care. Because he was real. So, Bud Crawford, that's who we're talking about in this particular video, now that I've given all the background to the other one. Bud Crawford was on Club Shay Shay a little while ago. It was a good interview. All of Club Shay Shay's interviews are pretty good for the most part. Most of them. There's a few that made me sick. Amanda Seales is annoying. That was one that I cannot listen to that woman. She makes me sick. But outside of her, most of the other ones were pretty good. And he did a pretty good job. Shay Shay did a pretty good job. But this Bud interview was interesting because obviously I didn't know much about Bud. I'm not a huge boxing fan, but I do know who Bud Crawford is. Obviously, he's like possibly the best fighter out right now, and he's a Laker fan. And what he said shocked me because, again, you don't hear a lot of people being honest like that, especially when they're all these rich, wealthy people in cahoots. They usually kiss each other's butts. They don't like to be difficult. But he a fighter. So, I guess he said, I have nothing to lose. What's he going to do, fight me? I don't think so. So he came out and he said, listen, straight up, LeBron's not wanted on the Lakers. I loved it. Let's listen to what he had to say.
You a Laker fan or you a LeBron fan?
I'm a Laker fan. I ain't even want LeBron to be on the Lakers.
What?
Yeah.
But we gonna fall out, man.
Fall out. Why would I want LeBron on the Lakers when we was competing against LeBron?
Y'all hadn't been competing a long time. Y'all ain't won no championships 2009 and 2010.
And we won against the who? Get your hand.
Let me ask you a question. You remember? You remember when you beat Miami? Who was on the team when they beat Miami in the bubble?
It don't matter. LeBron was with us.
That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is, when LeBron played for Cleveland and all that, we was competing against them.
Yeah, we competing.
That's what I'm saying. So, I didn't want LeBron on the Lakers.
Now, you didn't want LeBron and Kobe?
I wanted Kobe.
Man, can you just imagine LeBron and Kobe?
Yeah, but that was imaginary.
But see, now, just think about what the Lakers would be if they didn't have LeBron.
Yeah, we'll have somebody else.
No, well, yeah. You remember what you had when Kobe retired?
We'll have somebody else.
Nothing.
We'll have somebody else.
No, you didn't.
And so that's Bud Crawford. Once again, a loyal Laker. Thank you. Just saying the obvious stuff, man. He's just keeping it real. LeBron was a rival for the Lakers. He was trying to be the best player in the league. We knew we had the best player in the league in Kobe Bryant already. Why would you leave your rival to come and join their team? Like, there's so much wrong with that in general for me. Like, and this is part of my issue with LeBron James is it's like he purposely is trying to do something different, right? Like, oh, who said you can't go play on your rival's team and then try to take over that fan base? There's an arrogance to that, like, that I just don't like. And I know some people might say, oh, you're looking too deeply into it. Maybe I am. I'll admit that. But I don't like it. I don't like it. The Lakers didn't like the Cavaliers. You thought y'all had the best player, so you run him over to L.A.? Nobody asked for you here, man. It's Kobe country. And in our minds, Kobe's better than you. Always has been, always will be. Nothing you do is going to change that. It's almost like he tried to come over here and steal us from Kobe Bryant. And I know that even sounds crazy, right? Because no man controls me. I think that's weird the way I put it. But in a way, I really do believe that. Like, he tried to steal my loyalty from Kobe. Like, if I had a brother and then I had a friend and the friend was like, yo, what do you even care about your brother for? I'm your brother. Like, it's like that type of dynamic. Like, you had an enemy that you became cool with for whatever reason. And then they're like, yeah, your best friend, man, you don't need him no more. You got me now. Like, what? Like, even if we cool now, what are you doing? Why are you trying to take his place? It's weird. And I don't believe in this type of behavior, but it's like the best analogy is it's like a side chick trying to be your main chick. And again, I don't believe in that behavior, so I'm not celebrating it. I'm not one of those guys. Married, faithful, been that way. That's how I plan to die. But I'm saying, for those of you that are in that life, you understand that analogy. Or those of you that have seen people in that life, you can understand that analogy. So I'm with Bud Crawford. And of course, you see Shannon Sharpe trying to be like, well, what were you before he was there? Again, another LeBron James talking point that, no, man, who cares? Real Laker fans have principles. We have morals. We have standards. If we need to lose for a little bit, we're going to be great again at some point. We won 5 rings. 5 on Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal's watch. 5. I watched 5 championships. I watched 2 two-peats and 1 three-peat. I know what winning is. If I don't win another one in the rest of my lifetime, I already did much better than most people. As an Eagles fan, I watched my team win 2 championships. I've seen 7 world championships on my teams in my lifetime. That's insane. Who else could say that? Who else could say that they've seen that? Who else could say their favorite football team and basketball team won? Multiple times. Who? You let me know. So I don't need to be greedy. If we never win another one, but we do it the right way, I'm cool with that. But as far as this LeBron James stuff, he's a rival. Why are you over here, man? What are you trying to prove? What are you trying to do? We see right through it. We be all right. We'll be fine. Oh, it wasn't good before. I was still watching Laker games. I was rooting for Xavier Henry, and I know that never worked out the way I wanted it to, but he has some game. Just didn't work out. But don't worry, we'll be all right. We'll be fine. Now we got Luka Doncic, so that's a guy I could root for that doesn't bring the toxicity and the annoying fan base with him. I could rock with him. He's going to need to play better defense to get my full loyalty, but, you know, I could rock with Luka. I could have rocked with AD as the lone player. But LeBron and all the antics and everything and being a rival for all these years, now you want to come join us and want us to be your friend. It's weird. I'm sorry. It's weird. And some of y'all would be like, what are you talking about? Blah, blah. Listen, when you have a winner's mentality and people, you really do have rivals with people. Listen, I used to go play at LA Fitness, the gym, play basketball all the time. And there was dudes in there that was my rivals. There was dudes I did not want to play with that I didn't want on my team. And it's not even because I hated them. Some of them I didn't even dislike, but the competition was the point. Maybe they used to say this guy was better than me, and I knew I was better than him. So I got to cook this brother. I got to prove to everybody without a shadow of a doubt, he ain't better than me. I need to go prove that. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But you don't be just joining rivals like that and everything's all hunky-dory and kissing each other's butts. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So this is another example of I'm a Laker fan, but I'm not until LeBron is gone. Because like Bud said, we gonna be all right. We would have been all right. Somebody would have came. Eventually, we would have drafted somebody. We fumbled Jason Tatum. That still bothers me to this day. No offense, Lonzo, but, you know, it's been tough for you. I still like you. I have respect for you, but we could have had Tatum. We could have had Jason Tatum. Where would we be if we had Jason Tatum? Psh, I can only dream. I can only dream. We could have had Tatum and AD without LeBron. That would have been fire. But it is what it is. But until LeBron is gone, I'm always going to struggle with this Laker love because, like I said, it's just difficult. All these fake Laker fans are over here now and people asking us stupid questions like, yeah, we just need a center. It's never LeBron's fault. It is LeBron's fault. It is his fault. Part of it, at least, is his fault. It is his fault. I don't want his manipulation. He's a politician. I don't want that on my basketball team. I don't need Donald Trump and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and Barack Obama on my basketball team. They can stay in politics. That dirty world. I don't want no bits and pieces of that. I just want basketball. Who's better? Who's not? That's it. The business side should stay the business side. Fans don't necessarily need to see that side. That's not why I'm watching. Your money is not my money. But I do see the effort on the court and the manipulations. All that stuff is annoying, man. I just want pure basketball. And until LeBron's gone, we're not going to get that in Lakerland like we used to have with Kobe. So it is what it is, I guess. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. For the diehard Laker fans, I think y'all understand. Because I run into people that are Laker fans like myself, and we start having a conversation, and they're like, yo, I can't stand what I see right now. And I'd be like, word? Me neither. And literally, I become best friends with people I just met. Just off the strength of we want LeBron off this team. Literally. We want Clutch Sports out of Los Angeles. We don't care about Rich Paul, Nick Wright, Shannon Sharp. You can have all of them. We don't want them. So I appreciate you listening to this video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you appreciate the video. And once again, if you didn't love it, hey man, you can still subscribe and help a brother out. I'll help you out. It costs you nothing to subscribe and like. You can do that in your sleep. Please make sure you hit those notification bells so that you don't miss any of our excellent content. Also, hold on a second. Don't click off immediately as this video is ending because I have some other suggested videos that I know you will love. I really appreciate you taking time to listen to this video today. I really appreciate you in general. I really appreciate your time. I'm very humble. Much love. That somehow you never get over.